comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Here comes the. You ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's gonna sound like here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
What is going on, boys and girls? We back. We're so fucking
back.
We are so fucking back. Welcome to the Gridiron Gang. Week 1 of the NFL is here. I cannot wait to hear Scott Hansen's fucking voice in an hour and a half saying, "We have live commercial-free football for 7 hours." Oh my God, I'm so excited. We have made it, boys and girls. What's going on? This is brought to you by Betting News. Thanks so much for stopping by for the Gridiron Gang every single Sunday, 11:30 Eastern. Go ahead and just put it in your alarms right now, because for the next 17 weeks, you're going to be hanging out with us in here, cooking up the winners right before the NFL slate gets rocking and rolling. My name is Sweatband Jesus.
I'm Shaggy Betts.
Vsauce here.
I'm just Sukh, and it says All Sauce Team, you liar.
I wrap the
hasn't
show,
changed.
right? I'm coming back this
He hasn't-
Friday. I got to make sure everybody remembers. Friday.
Absolutely.
Friday, baby. That's right. Next Friday, we have the All Sauce Team making its return. Super excited about that. And on the All Sauce Team, we will actually be talking about football too. So we got football, all different types of shows all over the place. Super stoked you guys have joined us today. Like I said, this is brought to you by bettingnews.com. Just forgive me, guys, because it's 8:30 in the morning for me on the West Coast. This is the earliest that I've ever streamed, I think. So we'll get through it. I got my coffee though. We're here. We're ready. I'm excited to actually watch football at 10 a.m. It's going to be crazy. But we already got Goats in chat. What's going on, Betalytics? Hello, Sheffrey. What is up? What is up? We have so many different things to talk about today. Obviously, we have about an hour and 15 minutes to get everything in. I'm sure you guys already have heli units pending all over the place, but let's put some more out there. Why not?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So how that show is going to work, this is going to be pretty much the schedule every single week. So go ahead and sit down, strap in, get your coffee ready, crack that beer, and let's party. We're going to talk about a couple of start sits. Let's go. Chin chin, motherfucker. Bang.
Can I just say I'm super fucking lit after the Canada game? Canada beat the United States of America. And we fucking did it on the back of Dylan fucking Brooks.
Yeah, 80 million worth every fucking penny Houston Rockets paid that man, so Canada does not have to.
Homie shot over 50% in the tourney. Let's go.
I saw Sukh up at like 3 a.m. on Twitter, and I was like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah,
And
right.
I realized he was watching Canada whoop that USA ass last night.
Dude, that shade step back at the end there. Oh my god! I think. Oof. Oh my god.
He might have the cleanest, whilst grossest step back. Because his jumper is actually not very pretty, but it goes in all the time, so it's pretty enough for me.
Yeah, it works.
Oh man,
it works.
Have your moment, Sukh. Enjoy it. I know you.
Enjoy it, baby.
And now we got 14 hours of commercial-free football starting in just an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, baby.
Oh, SPJ,
so
I was gonna say,
up,
wait till daylight savings time. If you're still in California, that's when it gets fucking rowdy. Football at 9 a.m. in the morning on Sunday.
Oh, dude. That's disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it. That's 10 a.m. I can deal with, but I think we'll be out of California by then. Thank God. But all right, as you guys can see on the side of the screen, you have the show order for today. We're going to talk about start and sits. Oh yeah, we have our fantasy. I already set my lineup last night. Let's go.
Locked in.
Yeah, don't forget to lock in your fantasy lineups because today we're going to start the show by talking about start or sit, and I'm going to bring up 3 different guys who have pretty much the same rankings on ESPN right now. And you're going to tell me whether you would start or sit them, talk a little bit about the matchups. If you guys in chat, if you had these decisions to make, obviously, then it'll help you out. If you guys have somebody on your team that you're trying to decide whether you're going to start or whether you're going to sit, drop them in the chat and we'll talk about it. Then we're going to talk about our favorite bets, spreads, props, whatever you guys have, whatever we have. And then to end the show, we will bring you guys up whatever plays you guys have. It is your chance to come on the screen and come and hang out with us up here. I know, so relax. It's your chance to get on the screen with us and drop your favorite play before we cook up a lotto to get us rocking and rolling into this beautiful NFL slate week 1. All right, let's go ahead and dive in because otherwise I'll get to chatting more and then we'll never do the show how it's supposed to go. So let's plunge. All right, so for start or sit today, I'm going to bring up, like I said, 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, and 2 wide receivers to get us. I forgot to say this. Sorry. One more housekeeping thing. This will also be a podcast version, boys and girls. Probably not today, but starting next week. If you guys want to just listen to us, if you have stuff going on, you'll be able to view this on the podcast on anywhere you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it may be, or on bettingnews.com on our actual Spotify page. You can go check us out if you want to get the recorded version because we also have a sexy mic man down here. Vsauce got a mic. Shag's got a mic. We need to get you a mic.
Moves are being made, chat. Moves are being made.
Let's go.
Moves are being made. But you can also watch this live, which is always fun.
If 4 more people sub, I'll get a mic.
Oh, let's go. You guys heard the man. We need more subs, and then Sukh will then mic up. That's what's up. All right. So start or sit. Deshaun Watson or Tua? So who you starting and who you sitting? Deshaun Watson. Let me bring up a couple numbers here for you guys because I did take notes because I'm a note boy. Where we at? Oh no, the notes are gone.
Oh,
Deshaun Watson. Oh no, I have him for the wide receivers and the running backs. Oh yeah, no, I do. I'm lying. So Deshaun Watson obviously taking on the Bengals today. He was the 9th ranked quarterback on ESPN. Tua against the Chargers later today is the 11th ranked quarterback on ESPN. So chat, gentlemen, which one you starting? Starting Deshaun or you starting Tua?
You guys mind if I start? I wrote about both of these games actually. This way
Go for it.
Betting news. Yeah, honestly, if it was me, man, I'm taking Tua. This high-powered offense, this Dolphins offense, every single weapon that it has. Don't get me wrong. I think Deshaun Watson has a bounce-back year, blah, 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 whatever's going on with him. I love Amari Cooper today, and part of the reason is because he's going to finally have good QB play with a full camp under his belt and no other distractions on the field, right? But I just think that Tua against this Chargers defense and where this Chargers secondary ranks, I think PFF has them ranked at 22nd. He's got Waddle, he's got Mostert coming out of the backfield, and he's got Tyreek Hill, who is a deep ball threat every single game. JC Jackson still is not 100% healthy. And I just think that this Dolphins-Chargers game is going to be high offense. It's the highest total on the week so far. We saw the Chiefs game. That was a Thursday night game. We know them shits don't fucking go over. But it's the highest total. It's an afternoon game. It's in Los Angeles at SoFi. I could definitely see a high-scoring game here where McDaniels just kind of lets Tua air it out again and again. I don't see why not. I'm going to go with Tua.
I love that. I also have a play in this game, but we'll wait until we get to the best bets for that portion because it kind of goes along with what you're saying about this game going over. But, yeah, I agree with you. I'll take Tua here. Give me Tua. I also am not big on Deshaun this season, but that's another conversation for a separate time. But, yeah, give me Tua. I think both him and Herbert have big days today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys said it. I know Betalytics said it in chat. I think this game feels like a shootout. Highest total on the board. I think we see plenty of offense. This Miami offense is going to be centered around the passing game, obviously, with their question marks at running backs. Raheem Mostert, not the best RB1, but when you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, it doesn't really matter. So I think Miami's gonna be throwing the ball plenty. I think they might find themselves down 2, which is going to lead to more passing as well for Tua. Fantasy-wise, I feel like I'm taking Tua in this matchup all day. That Browns-Bengals game is just going to be a divisional dogfight in Cleveland. Deshaun gets plenty of help from Nick Chubb in the running game. So I'm taking Tua fantasy-wise over Watson this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, what's up, Gerald? And this is a W comment. Absolutely. No laying, Deshaun. No laying. Sukh, comments, thoughts? Who are you taking?
Honestly, I'm surprised you asked me my opinion on Deshaun Watson. I thought I would just be left out of that one. But,
you're not left out. You're on the screen, baby. What you got?
I just take Tua. Just for the fact that he's got the legs. I know the injury history is there, but for fantasy, it's just too much potential. You can go with Deshaun Watson, but it's the same thing as the Calvin Ridley situation, where it's this guy's away from football for a significant period of time. And I don't think that you can just come back and perform. Obviously, last season at the end of the season, Watson played a few games at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's still not the same as being in the thick of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a good question. Instead of me, good point. Sorry. Well done. Good job, sir. So from Chef, which is nice. You guys can drop your favorites in chat if you guys have some questions that you need answered. Geno Smith or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh,
good one there.
I'll go with the flow.
Who do the Seahawks play? I can't remember who the Seahawks play.
I'm looking at that too. I can't remember either. They're a 5-point favorite though.
The Jaguars are
Rams.
in Indianapolis. The Rams.
Seattle's home to the Rams.
Divisional.
Yeah, both of them.
I would take Geno in this one, I think. I feel like the Colts might be sneaky.
We know who you
game.
take, SPJ.
I know.
I will say though, for fantasy, Geno was low key last year. He get you.
He was sneaky
top
last
5
year in fantasy.
Pretty sure he was a top 5 fantasy QB last year.
I think this week I'm still taking T-Law. Even if Indy puts up a fight, fantasy-wise, that'll be good for him for passing yards. We don't know what he's going to do with Ridley, but it's going to be exciting. And he's also got Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram to throw to. So,
Betalytics is crazy. Sorry, continue, Shaq. My bad.
No, that's all.
No.
I'm taking the guy with long hair, T-Law this week.
You kind of look like T-Law a little bit.
I've gotten that before,
Tiny.
actually.
A little bit.
You're
not as tall as T-Law, but
what are you talking about? I'm taller.
So I think you have to buy Mike. We got a sub bang. 5 subs.
we have a sub bang.
Oh, we got sub bangs.
5 subs.
5 subs.
Who subbed up? 5
I'll
subs.
fucking
I'll
throw that.
It's good. wins the game at the buzzer.
That's 5 subs. Sukh, you have to buy a mic.
Yep.
Dang.
Let's
up?
go.
Shout out Vsauce for the subs.
Oh, Vsauce sub. Let's fucking go. We got some subs from the V Meister. Yeah, I would start Derrick Henry at RB1. I actually, or at QB1. I actually watched some highlights last night because that's how bricked the fuck up. Did you guys sleep last night? Because I didn't.
No, you sent me that
Love
video,
it,
bro.
man.
That the load up video, and I couldn't sleep. I've been up since.
Ran through a fucking wall, dude. I always watch highlights right before the first week 1 of like the last season, and like I got so excited, dude.
Bro,
Derrick Henry's
you
probably
don't
a better passer than a lot of QB1s. Just
You don't even
This is
know.
funny.
I ran into the bedroom and woke my wife up, and I was like, Dylan Brooks had 39 fucking points.
And no,
I'm
Kanika,
still bricked from
she
that,
was
baby.
bricked. She probably
Kanika
woke
was
up
probably
bricked.
like-
Oh, she woke up,
Ouch.
ran to the TV. She's like, "What's the fucking highlight, baby?"
wow.
Yo, what's up, Dunny?
What's up, Dunny? How's it going, man?
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah.
Niners -2 and Jags -4.5 as my 2-leg parlay of the day. I like that. Although that Jags line, man, is fishy, stinky. Line makes no sense.
You just
You
don't
sure
like the
think
Jags
so?
because you're a homer.
No.
Everybody
I think
else on the Jags train.
I think the line should be 6.5 for the Jaguars. Why is it not 6.5?
On the
Colts-
road?
The Colts suck.
Yeah, but on the road, man. I mean, I would make the Jags 6-point favorites in Jacksonville,
Yeah, it's still a homer
but I
game.
think
for them.
I think 4.5's about right.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it was 3, I think that'd
That would
be
be fishy.
scream trap to me. So
4.5 feels trappy, but
I mean,
Yeah.
at 4.5, I do kind of lean with the Colts because I think Jacksonville wins this game by a field goal. But I think 4.5 seems right to me.
fair enough.
So
That's cool. What we gonna learn today? All right. Instead of I have graphics, but Chef's asking good questions, so we'll just make it. You guys can just drop your favorite
Yeah.
start sits or whichever one you guys have. It's better than what I have anyway. Njoku or Ingram? So obviously Browns taking on the Bengals and Evan Ingram in this Jags game versus the Colts. Who you starting? Who you sitting?
that's tough.
That's
That's
a tough
tough
one.
because we don't know how much actions Ridley's gonna get. I mean,
Evan Ingram was
it,
awesome last year.
But
Awesome.
I feel like he wasn't one of like Lawrence's favorite targets. You know what I mean? Like he made the most when he got the ball.
He was.
But it was
He
like
was, bro.
Njoku with Watson, right? We know Watson likes to play with the tight ends. Who did he play with in Houston? He was making randoms look like gangsters. I can't remember what Akins that was playing tight end for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like he's one of those guys that like, because there's like certain QBs, and I feel like it's a style where you like to, it's like a pressure valve, that tight end in the flat, that tight end kind of on a hitch route. And I don't think Evan Ingram kind of fills that role for Trevor Lawrence. He has so many weapons to the outside. I'd probably go personally with Njoku because I think he's going to see the second most like targets after Amari Cooper on that offense.
Do you
That's
think
interesting.
that Evan Ingram has positive regression?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes, because NZ's not here. And I can
The-
say positive regression.
Going off
Where
what
is
you
he?
just said, man, I think
Supposed to
David
be in the
Njoku
fucking
is
chat.
definitely the play. Because what you said, he's going to be that second guy on this Browns receiving core besides Cooper. They don't have Kareem Hunt coming out of the backfield catching passes anymore. Who's their wide receiver too? Is it still Peoples-Jones?
Yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Right. So I think I'm high on David Njoku this year. I think he's going to have a great year, be a solid option for Watson for that Browns receiving core. So I would start Njoku over Ingram, even though I just said Tua over Watson and T-Law over Geno.
But
I would
feel
take
like
the tight end here.
Njoku's also been the victim of bad QB play for like a few years now,
Wild.
right?
Mhm.
He's been
Are you
on
saying
that.
Baker is a bad QB?
Oh my
Absolutely.
god! If you guys
Insane.
understood the love that Sukh has for Baker Mayfield,
Oh,
it
really?
would yeah. I don't
Baker
know why.
Mayfield was a great college quarterback.
He was.
I'll
So
say
did Johnny
that.
See him
Manziel.
do that like
Exactly.
two-legged slide on the field? Come on, he's a QB.
Top tier law firm.
Dear law firm name. Honestly, you're right.
Facts. W comment. This one's tough. I
Yeah.
really think that they could probably end with both the same amount of points. You're just hoping that one of them
Absolutely.
scores a touchdown.
Great.
I think they probably both get 4 to 5 to 6 catches. Ingram to me is the better move personally because he has big playability. Njoku does too, But Ingram, especially near the last 5 or 6 games last season when the Jaguars really took off, it was because Evan Ingram was making like 35, 40-yard catches.
Right.
And he has that yak ability. I think David Njoku does too. But for me, in this offense, especially with how much attention Ridley's going to get, I think that people have kind of – I mean, Ingram also got fucking paid. He got hella paid last year.
Yeah.
And I think that he does kind of come out this season and show why he got paid. Pains me to say. See, I can talk about the Jaguars nicely. See, I'm not a totally
but not like, sorry to interrupt you a little bit, but I think with Njoku, we've been sitting on him for a few years, waiting for him to have his breakout season, and now he's a vet. Is he gonna have that breakout season? With Ingram, it was more the back half of last season. Everyone was surprised with the production, so I think I would definitely start Ingram. I just think the Jags are going to take a step.
Okay.
I like it.
I mean,
he's wearing the
SPJ,
Jaguar
you made a
green.
good point too. With Ridley, we see he's going to take attention away from Ingram, Christian Kirk as well on that receiving core for the Jags. So yeah, that's just more attention elsewhere, leaving Ingram open to find the space. And you're right, I like him better with that yak ability. They're both kind of pretty equal as far as red zone targets go. So
I wouldn't say I'm not believing in Watson, Gerald. I just think that I was believing in Tua more. I do think like Watson has a decent season. It's hard to take the bias out of it with everything that has kind of transpired over the last little while, right, with this guy. But because of that, I just don't really
everything that's transpired.
Yeah, man,
like
he's a rapist. I'm not trying to fucking sound like on this show to talk about all that. But
this guy,
you know what I mean? Like I said,
literally rubbing his rod out on
I
massage therapist. We gotta fucking acknowledge this shit.
Let's not get it twisted. The dude sucks. But as a football player, he's still playing, and he does all right.
But that's what I mean.
Top 5 fantasy last fucking 7 seasons.
Like if we're still drafting him and we're still considering his play when we are making bets and things like that, we got to take the bias out of it if we want to actually cap these things properly.
Next time you stream Friends.
Okay, I'm muting you right now.
And you
right
binge
now.
episodes.
This is it.
Deshaun Watson would assault Phoebe Buffet.
She's like Rachel's what was his fucking name? The guy from the Italian guy that she dated that ended up trying to make a move on Phoebe.
Oh, yeah. What was his name?
What was that?
Stavros?
No, it wasn't Stavros. Oh,
I'll be honest, guys. It's NFL Sunday, and we're fucking talking about a shit TV show. What are we doing? like we're not even talking about that '70s show or The Office. We're fucking talking about Friends, man. Come on.
That's
the stars from that '70s shows are.
I have 9.5 units pending. All right, what are we doing? Golly, man, come on.
Let's go. I like the fire.
Yes.
We're moving on. We're moving on. All right.
Go to
Friends of all shows. Really?
You don't like Friends? Sorry. All right, we're not going to talk about this.
No,
we're moving on.
I'm not a fan. Moving on.
He's not interested in Ross and Rachel for sure.
Fuck me. All right, so let's talk about our favorite bets this week. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. If you guys want to come and hang out with us and pitch your favorite play. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do it right now. Here's the link.
Let's do it.
If you guys have a play,
wants to talk football.
Oh, Shaggy!
Shaggy came to play today, boys and girls. All right, so
Casey
here's what we're gonna
do tonight.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about our favorite plays. I have a couple. I'm sure you guys know what one of them is. We've all written about all of these games today, so there are lots of scribbles that you guys can go read at bettingnews.com. They are all at the top of the site for you to go read exactly how we feel about all of these games. You can also go check out our NFL page. It has all of the picks broken down for you. It has the lines. It has the live action. It's a great resource if you're trying to place some bets right before you get started, but just hang out with us instead. We'll just give you all the knowledge that you need. All right, Shag, with that beautiful rendition of Let's Fucking Lock In, let's hear what you're locked in on.
Absolutely.
This is the Shaggy's locked in report.
Today.
Yes, sir.
All business today.
All right.
What you got?
The one game I did write about for this noon slate, kind of a crapshoot. The Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. I'm very high on Baltimore this year. I think they're going to win that AFC North. I think Lamar Jackson is going to bounce back. But my favorite play in this game happens to be with the other quarterback, Mr. CJ Stroud. I've got him to throw an interception. I locked it in this week at minus 140. I paid the juice. It's minus 154 now. I'd still take it there. You can pair it with something if you'd like, but I think he's throwing a pick. This is a young QB in his first NFL start in a very hostile environment. He's going on the road to face this Ravens defense. They were 9th in turnover margin last year, 7th at home. They forced opponents to throw almost one pick a game, tied for 7th in the NFL. I know this Ravens secondary a little beat up, no Marlon Humphrey, but I think this crowd, this atmosphere, I think they're going to rattle CJ Stroud. I think he's throwing one pick today, minus 140, minus 150, whatever it is. I think that's plenty of enough juice for me to pay. So I'll take that.
Bang. Let's go. I like that pick. I like that pick play a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know you got a better line on it a little bit earlier this week, but if you guys peeped the scribbles, you would have seen that.
Absolutely.
So don't forget to peep the scribbles. We have a Hovey Bang. So we have our first special guest of the show.
Bang, bang, bang.
Gonna bring in Hovey. What's going on, Hovey? How's it going, man?
Hovey.
Team B sauce is
What's up,
going
baby?
down.
You ready to lose today, Hovey? You ready to lose today?
Yeah, I bet. Sky Moore. I bet Sky Moore 0.40 points. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Catching strays, bro. Come on, man.
Catch the strays. Catch the strays.
As bad if I didn't come on here and pitch him as a play too.
Yeah,
I know.
It always
We
goes
laddered
like
that. We laddered that motherfucker.
Yeah, we laddered that motherfucker. I don't think he had a single catch, bro. Holy
Nope,
fuck.
you did not.
All right, Hovey, what you got for us? What is your favorite play today? I know you said it was gross in the chat.
Oh, it is disgusting. But I don't know. I doubt you guys even remember this from last year. But we're going Juwan Jennings over 1.5 receptions, minus
Okay.
120. Last season, they hit at like a 65% rate. 49ers, I watched them on a very, very weekly basis. You can even ask Mush. He'll testify to this easily. Third down, he's their guy. Obviously, it's ugly when you have guys like Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell. But the same way that we look at it and we go, Juwan Jennings, that's disgusting. Why would you want to do that? Same way as a defense, they're not accounting for Juwan Jennings being out there on the field doing anything realistically. And he really doesn't do anything except on third downs, 3rd and 4, 3rd 5. When they need to convert, they put him out there on the field. They let him run a nice little out route, and he gets it more than likely. He is like a top 10 in regards to completion percentage. Doesn't really drop footballs at all, and he sees the field to hit this number. So, yeah, I mean, that's going to be the play, and that's, like I said,
What's his yards line? Because, I mean, this receptions is
like
nice.
20, I think it's like 20-something, 20 and a half maybe, or 21 and a half. So,
yeah, this receptions line feels really low.
yeah. I mean, it's going to sit at 1.5 all year. It always does.
Okay.
It's going to be one of those things where they really can't change it because he averages 2 catches a game. Right. So if you put him at 2.5, then all the value's on the under. So it's like one of those things where it's at 1.5. You kind of have to something in the NFL that hits at 65% and it's that value of minus 120. Right. You just have to play it.
Take
like,
it.
It's one of those things like you just have to ride it, and that's it.
I love it.
I'm actually
Absolutely
seeing
love
his
it, man.
yardage at like 16.5, kind of across the board. So
yeah, well, that's because he really doesn't get yards. If you want, like again, it's legit.
Just kind of a check down.
Yeah, it's legit 4-yard out routes, and that's what he gets.
5-yard outs.
Yeah, exactly. One more thing, ugly. This is really ugly, but I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter. What I'm trying to do, I know that you appreciate this, SPJ, because you
At Hovey's props.
You're a big Lotto guy. It's called One Man, One Game.
Oh yeah.
So what it is you pick one guy in whatever game that you think is going to have a monster. Not in regards to yards or whatever, but in regards to value. Okay. So mine today is going to be A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon, it's going to be 25 plus receiving yards and to score a touchdown. So basically, the way my one-man, one-game works is you got to pick one guy that you think is going to score a touchdown, and then you pick his yardage, whatever it is, rushing, receiving, whatever position you pick, obviously. And it has to come out to plus 550 or above. AJ Dillon, and it's honestly very easy to do. AJ Dillon at 25 plus receiving yards and score a touchdown is at plus 1,000, I believe. Little reasoning behind why taking AJ Dillon. Obviously, Christian Watson isn't there. Quarterback Jordan Love's going to be his first start. Not his first start, but his first week 1 start. AJ Dillon is a guy they rely on in the passing game, averaged 12 yards a game in regards to receiving. He's going to get more looks on the checkdowns, obviously, because they don't have Watson pressure, all that good stuff. He had 7 touchdowns last year. Same with Aaron Jones. So him and Aaron Jones are getting the same production in regards to end zone looks. Actually, AJ Dillon gets more looks on the red zone in regards to rushing.
You starting Dillon over Breece Hall?
Yeah, Breece Hall. I mean, as a Jet fan, I'm a Jet fan as well. I'm starting AJ Dillon. It's Breece Hall. That offense. It's one of those things where with AJ Dillon, you know what you're getting out of him. You know what the Packers are going to do. Yes, Breece Hall started off the year last year, obviously, Rookie of the Year contention. But guess what? Dalvin Cook wasn't there. Aaron Rodgers wasn't there. Lazard wasn't there. Mecole Hardman wasn't there. You're dealing with a pass-heavy quarterback now. Could Breece Hall see the end zone? Yeah, but you don't know if it's going to be Breece Hall. You don't know if it's going to be Dalvin Cook. And don't be surprised when Michael Carter touches the rock 33% of the time tomorrow because he's the only one that got first rep all in training camp with the Jets. So it's one of those things.
I'd be surprised that they're just the fucking Jets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Breece Hall also coming off an injury. I mean, a major injury from last season.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to take him some time probably to get his feet back under him as well. That game tomorrow is going to be fun. That is going to be a great game. I bet you can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, dude, we appreciate you spending some time with us up here. Thanks so much. Obviously, hang out with us in the chat the rest of the show if you got some time. Don't forget, follow Hovey's Props on Twitter and that one what is it? One prop, what did you call it?
One man, one game.
One man, one game.
Boom.
Were you the person last year? I think it was you that would come in and talk about like the person to lead the game in receiving yards. That's a good prop line too. If you guys are shopping around, we'll talk about it a little bit more. But if you have a guy that you think is going to go off in a particular game, rather than taking like his yards specifically, just take him to be the best receiver in that game, you're going to get probably Lotto value. So, good shit, man. We appreciate you. Thanks so much for popping in.
As always, good
Cash
luck.
all your best today, brother.
Likewise.
Jets tomorrow.
Peace.
Let's go. Love it. If you guys want to pop in, here's the link. You can drop in just like Hovey just did. All you got to do is click on this link. We will bring you up. You can drop your favorite play. Talk to us about it. See what you guys think. This is
that's automatic, Dunny. I love it. I love Daniel Carlson field goals. And then Joshy's got a question for us. Superflex Dynasty. He needs Kamara suspended. Christian Watson's out. Charbonnet, Rashid Shaheed, Michael Gallup, or Isaiah Likely. I feel like you got to go Isaiah Likely, no?
Just take the week off. Yeah. Isaiah Likely. I actually picked up Isaiah Likely last night.
I was going to say, he's been getting a ton of steam from Mark Andrews.
Yeah, well, Mark Andrews
Charbonnet was just
playing.
listed as the third string, so not him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, whenever Andrews doesn't play, Likely's likely to have a big game. So,
exactly.
There you go on that one. All right, so back to our favorite bets. If you guys, again, click on the link if you want to come hang out with us on here. We'll bring you up, talk about your favorite play, and you guys can tell us where you guys see the value out there. I'm going to go next. Is that okay with you, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's fucking go. So, as we know, and I like that Gerald's on this shit, which is great. Gerald is on the Tennessee Titans today. It's a homer play for me. Yeah, give it to me, baby. I did write about this game, so just so you guys know, it's not totally baked in homer stuff. I talked about the Saints as well. This line is very sus. I wish that I got it earlier this week at 3. I was waiting for this line to possibly move to 3.5 the other direction. However, unfortunately for me, it moved the other way. It is now minus 2.5 for the Saints. The Titans are plus 2.5. So I bought up a point. So I bought plus 3. So give me +3 for the Titans. I got it at -125 last night. I'm not exactly sure what the live line is right now. I think it's still -2.5. But I love the Titans in this spot. I think it's a nice number. I think they could lose by a field goal, and then we get that push potential. But my favorite play in the game is Derrick Henry. And I talked about this earlier this week if you guys have not joined, but this is what my favorite play is over the entire board today. I have 2 units on this play. Derrick Henry, over 18.5, 2, double. Over 18.5 carries, -107 is what I got it at on Bovada 3 days ago. So 20-plus carries in 3 of his last 4 opening day games as a full-time starter for the Titans. 21 carries last season against the Giants in week 1. He's 19-plus carries in 8 of the first 10 games last season. Last nugget, the Titans are 35-10 when Derrick Henry has 19-plus carries. They know that. Their analytics department knows that. If I can find that online, they have that information too. They're going to want to give the ball to Derrick Henry 20-plus times so they have a chance to win this game. Also, the Saints, bottom 10 last season in rushing defense. The Saints defense is very good front 7, a little bit leaky on the rushing side of things. I'm excited to see. Also, Derrick Henry's never played the Saints in his entire career. The Titans have played the Saints twice in the last 3 seasons with Derrick Henry as the starter. He was injured both of those games. He could not play. So for me, I like the yards. If you want to take the yards, I love his touchdown. But I really like the carries. The carries is my favorite look here. I do have other invested things on his touchdown and his yards as well. But my favorite play, the 2-unit guys are over 18.5 carries. I think he has 20-plus. You can actually ladder this on Bovada. I did sprinkle on 25-plus for plus 248 if you really like that. This is a good one from Dunny. Let's go. Also, shout out Third Leg Podcast. Henry over 18.5 carries, Chubb over 16.5 carries, and Khalil Herbert over 11.5 carries, plus 514. I like that.
I was going to ask you guys what you thought about this from Young Jay. A.J. Dillon or Swift and Bateman or Pittman?
Wait, I'm confused by this question. What are they asking out of these 4 guys?
I feel like it's either pick 2 or pick like one of the backs or one of the receivers.
Dillon or Bateman over Pittman or Swift?
Those are both wide receiver 1s. Swift's the running back 1 in Philly, but A.J. Dillon will still get plenty of touches and come in.
Like Swift's been like dropping on like draft boards. People haven't been like in all my fantasy drafts too. He just like sits there. I don't know why. I feel like people in my opinion, the Philly backfield is a lot more clear than people think. I get they have other pieces like Kenneth Gainwell and things like this, but you're moving on from a guy like Miles Sanders, who was good in the running game, but not always dependable, to a guy like DeAndre Swift, who makes big plays, has big play capability. And we saw it last year. How many times did he set up Jamal Williams like within 10 yards of the end zone for him to go and punch it home? He puts up yards, he puts up big numbers. And I think that Philly brought him in to take pressure off of Jalen Hurts having to kind of like run the ball in and put his body on the line as much as he did last year.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go Pittman and Swift, to be honest. I'm big on Pittman too. I think he's a really good receiver. It's just QB play.
I'm a big Pittman guy. Obviously, he's never had a proper QB. The rookie comes in, and let's hope he gets the same amount of targets. But I'm a Pittman guy. I don't know if I start him this week, but Pittman's definitely a guy you got to watch for the first few weeks of the season and find out where he fits in that Colts offense.
So I don't know how your guys' brain works, but when I look at this, I see Bateman and Pittman are both wide receiver 1s on their team, and this is a full PPR league. So that almost just seems like a no-brainer to me. Like you got to start the wide receiver 1s. Obviously, with the Ravens situation, he's got Odell Beckham, he's got Zay Flowers, no Mark Andrews, but he's got other people to throw to, although Bateman, they do have that connection. They've been together a year or two. And then, we said it with Pittman. The quarterback plays questionable. Who knows what Richardson's going to be capable of. But again, he's going to be their wide receiver 1. He's going to be the guy getting those targets on the Colts team. So with that in mind, my mind takes me to start both of those receivers, just with it being full PPR as well. But yeah, Swift and Dillon will both get their touches out of the backfield as well. But I'd probably start both receivers. I'll
counter that, and I'll say I agree with you on the Bateman point. I think Bateman would be my first choice in this decision because of what you said about his connection with Lamar. And I think that they
especially
should probably
with out, that's going to be his most comfortable receiver.
But like,
Yeah.
has Lamar made any receiver like exceed expectations? It's not something Lamar does with his wide receiver group.
No,
He's
but they
got to
got
throw
it.
the ball to somebody though.
Yeah, he's got to
Yeah.
throw it somewhere, and they got a new OC this year. So
Yeah.
That was
rumors
my
are he's
pitch
going
on
to be
Thursday night. He's got to throw to somebody, right?
rumors exactly.
Bateman just
Kadarius
needs to not have
fucking
bricks
Tony,
for
baby.
fucking hands. Oh Jesus.
Dude,
but
do not
right.
bring
So my
the
argument,
fucking
my
PTSD
only,
for Shaggy.
I know he's over it now. We're gonna get him yelling again. My only counter to you on this point though is I want to see what Richardson does first before I'm starting Pittman. So I'd take Swift instead because of he's on a better team. He probably has more touchdown capabilities and he can still catch the ball.
Right.
I agree with you. The Pittman is the wide receiver one in an offense that is probably going to throw him the ball 7 to 10 times if it works out.
Especially
Okay,
if they find themselves down to this Jacksonville team. So
exactly. But it's still a rookie quarterback. Like
Right.
it could just all fucking shit the bed and then he gets 2 targets. Like I'd rather take the guy who, I'd rather take the guy who has proven success with a team that went to the Super Bowl last year.
And honestly, can you guys name me another pass catcher on the Colts team besides Michael Pittman?
Nope.
Alec Pierce.
I like him. I think he's gonna be like one of those solid,
Pierce?
like route runners, good hands, solid, like kind of guy like that. But it all depends on Anthony Richardson, man.
Right. I'm just looking at it right now, and yeah, Alec Pierce is their number 2. Kylan Granson is their tight end. I mean, so yeah, it's hard to imagine Pittman not having a minimum of 6 targets a game. Probably.
I would have been less surprised if said Dallas Clark as their tight end.
Yeah, right.
They still have Marvin Harrison, right?
Someone, Reggie Wayne.
Right.
Facts.
Fuck.
All right, keep dropping your questions in chat, guys, because we'll obviously talk, but we want to answer your questions. We want to talk about the conversations that you guys are having, and we might find some value out there that we didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah,
we have Chef here. We got to bring up Chef.
Bang, bang, bang.
What's up, Chef?
What's up,
Oh,
boys?
baby.
I have one play.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'm on
Let's
it too,
fucking
baby.
go. Me too. I'm on it too. Bang.
It's been 9 months. It's been 9 months. I had to.
It's like a
The baby is ready.
Like
the baby's ready.
Yeah. I've been looking at the Green Bay defense, and I mean, it looks like they're mid-tier, but like I don't see how they can go and sway and just all of a sudden be some passing crazy team. You know what I mean? Like it worked last year for Justin to be able to run all over the place, and I think that's what they have to do, for these next few weeks until they figure out the passing game, because you can't just fix that in the offseason, right?
100%.
Yeah. So
I agree, Shaggy. I know you love it too. We're both on this, Chef. I already booked this earlier this week. Yeah, we're on it.
Honestly, just to add on to it, I love this too, because I feel like second-year QBs who kind of like are coming in like Justin Fields did, who just had a great season and finally took that kind of like next step into being an elite QB. They come in and then they're not looking to use their arm too much. They're looking to do exactly what works, win some games, get some wins under their belt, right? However they do. We saw with Jalen Hurts last year, right? He kind of took that second step, but he did a lot of it with his feet, rushing touchdowns, rushing both yards-wise, touchdowns-wise, and just keeping the play alive, right? I think Fields is going to have to do more of the same. He's got a new receiving core. Chase Claypool's coming in, new running back in the backfield. So I think it's going to take some time, and right now, all that pressure falls on Fields. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, the first week, everybody's, hyping up DJ Moore and Justin Fields, in the preseason. It's a fucking preseason. It's, it's practice. People are going to be who's their cornerback? Jair Alexander or something.
Jair Alexander.
Jair Alexander.
Love that
Yeah,
guy.
you're going to be all over him. Mooney sucks. Claypool sucks. Like, they're going to have to go back to what was tried and true. They tried to have him be a passing quarterback the first, 6 weeks of the year and they figured out, hey, just let Justin run. If he can't see anything in the first 2 seconds, just let him run. So for the first week, I've been saying it for fucking 9 months. I'm sticking with it. Fuck it.
It's the move, dude. Also, just real quick before we let you get out of here, the Packers, I think, were bottom 5 in the NFL last season to quarterback rushing yards. And in the game in December last year when they played the Green Bay Packers, he had 70 plus rushing yards. This number just feels too low.
Yeah, he had 71, and he cleared this 60 number in 6 of his last 7 games last year.
Yeah.
So
I have a question. Because I was just looking at it briefly. Like, the Bears have kind of upped their offensive line, which that doesn't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't. I feel like that doesn't make a difference. But the defensive line for the Packers, I don't know what their ranking is or if they're any good, if they're going to be able to actually penetrate them. But, I feel like if there's any pressure at all, he's just going to sprint around and he's going to sprint. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing too is I don't have the Packers depth chart in front of me. I don't know what their defensive rankings are specifically, but
defensive line 19th. I just checked.
Nice, fucking WV sauce. The thing about Fields, which is in these types of lines for these guys, he can get it in one run. Literally,
exactly.
We saw it a lot last year. He can literally just take off and bust a 60-yard run, and you cash it in 1 second.
Yeah,
like
it's not like he's like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, where he's getting 2 or 3 even per game. It's like he'll just fucking take off. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
I can't wait for the picture from you later when he busts a 75-yard touchdown run with Fields rushing yards. It's fucking good.
Chef, I just want to ask, since it is the first Sunday of the year, you have anything special in the kitchen or on the grill?
So we're gonna do homemade buffalo wings. We're gonna do some homemade potato skins.
Yeah,
it's gonna.
You should take some pictures and post that shit. I love that food porn.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
good
to see you guys. It's been a while. I know it's been kind of MIA, and I've been MIA, but it's good to see you guys. Happy to be back and
make this regular on Sundays at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We need to have a chef from the kitchen report. That's what we're gonna have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Hungry.
We hungry for the winners and the vibes. Let's go.
Exactly.
Appreciate you, Chef. Have a kick-ass Sunday. Go Bears.
Thank you guys. Go Bears.
Peace.
Go Bears, baby. Money line. We love it.
Packers, go Packers.
100% fuck the Bears.
Oh,
Packers,
yeah. I forgot both you boys are Packers boys. Oh, God.
Go Bears.
Honestly, is this a safe space? Because
the
I'm
Wookiees
like low-key Falcons fan, so like it's gonna go on here. I need some love.
There's no space.
No,
for that.
I just
did
like
that
the
come
Falcons this year. I just want them to do well.
I mean, somebody has to win that division.
Yeah.
Might as well be Atlanta. Why not?
I mean, if we're thinking Tennessee is gonna win the South, we
Fuck
might as well. Full delusional.
boys, we got 30 minutes. 30 minutes to cook.
I know.
All
All
right,
right, so I just dropped the link in chat. If anybody else has plays they want to talk about, get up here. Drop your favorite play. Come on the screen. All right, V, drop your favorite play real fast, and then we'll cook.
Yes, Keenan Allen, man. I wrote about this play. Pizza Scribbles is a couple more. You'll see as the season goes on, I'm really into receiving props, man. I just think that they're great to cap. You can tell the volume. You can see exactly what's going to happen, and you can match up much better based on than the run game, everything else. But Keenan Allen last season only played 10 games, 11 games counting the playoffs. Only 9 of those games did he see a full snap count. He got injured week 1, 4 targets, 4 receptions, 66 yards. Came back, got hurt again after I think about 22 snaps, left the game. Once he came back, in 9 of those games, he saw 7+ targets in 7 of those games. He saw double-digit targets in 5 of those games. He's obviously Keenan Allen's favorite target. In games last season at home where he wasn't hurt, he averaged 83 yards per game. Honestly, this is basically the pitch here. He's Herbert's favorite target. I talked about release valves earlier in the stream today. That's Keenan Allen for this offense. They don't have a tight end or a running back that they use for that. They do use a running back and tight end, but Keenan Allen is the guy when they need a first down, they need 4 or 5 yards, they need to move the ball. Justin Herbert is going his way. He had 12, 13 targets multiple times last season, including 12 catches for 93 yards against the same Dolphins team in LA last season. He didn't score in that game, but he had 14 targets. Justin Herbert is not afraid of the secondary, whether it's Xavier Howard or Eli Apple. Jalen Ramsey is still watching from the sideline. He's not going to be there yet, This defense is kind of scary for the Dolphins, but Justin Herbert is no fucking slump. You know, he's got the most passing yards ever in the first 3 seasons for a QB. So give me Keenan Allen over 67.5.
Also, the Dolphins were the 29th ranked passing defense in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
I like Mike Williams in this game as well. So I'm on kind of the opposite side. It's the other other side of the
Honestly,
line.
he had 367 pass yards last year against this Dolphins team. So they could both eat.
They should both eat, honestly.
Yeah.
I love this play, V. Good stuff. Betalytics loves it too. Let's fucking go. As you said, go peep the scribbles, guys. All of our plays are on bettingnews.com. Go read the articles, go check them out, get your plays in. You got 32 minutes until these early games kick off. We're so fucking here, baby. All right, we're gonna cook up a couple things. We got time. So how do we want to do this, boys? Because we got also, this is from Dunny in chat real fast. SGP, CMC, anytime tutty. 3 receptions, Kittle 3 receptions, Warren 20 yards rushing, and Deontay Johnson 35 yards. What's the payoff? Plus 520. It's a nice little cheeky geyser. If you want to get involved on that one. Okay. 30 minutes. Just get your bets in. We are going to, you guys want to do a lotto first?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's fucking do it.
I don't want to include it in the lotto, but I do want anytime tutty with Aaron Jones. That Packers offense, what are they gonna do? He's gotta score if they're gonna even be in the game.
Absolutely.
You're on that?
Oh yeah,
I love it. That's going in the lay. That's going in.
All right, how about we do this? Why don't we make an anytime touchdown lay, and then we'll do a lotto after that.
Oh yeah.
How you guys feel about
Okay,
that?
I thought I was delusional with Jones, so I'm glad Shaggy's with it.
No, bro, I'm all over Jones, and I'll just give you a quick sell job because you brought it
Let's
up.
go.
Dude had 7 touchdowns last year in just 5 games. So he had 2 separate 2-touchdown games. One of those came against the Bears. It did happen in Green Bay. They're playing in Chicago today, but no Rodgers. Rodgers' era is done. No Christian Watson. They're going to rely on the ground game. They're probably going to split carries, Jones and Dillon. But I like Jones. Plus 150 is what I got it at. Chicago was the worst team in terms of rushing touchdowns allowed to opponents last season. They allowed nearly 2 a game. 31st place allowed 1.5. So nearly half a rushing touchdown more per game than the next worst team. Arguably the worst rushing D in the league last year. So, yeah, I got Aaron Jones getting one on the ground today.
You know how good it feels when you got a gut play and then Vsauce and Shaggy's got the analytics for you? Then you're like, all right, let's go. Brain cells intact. Push the buttons.
Shaggy, you have another touchdown score for the touchdown lay? Since we'll give Aaron Jones to Sukh, I guess. Do you have somebody else you like?
Yeah, I got another one for he's plus 300. Jacoby Myers of the Raiders. He's plus 300. I actually think I got 330. But it's kind of another thing of Jimmy G doesn't really know who he's going to throw to. He's going to have Devontae Adams, obviously. Hunter Renfrow, yes, but he doesn't have Darren Waller. Jacoby Myers came over from the Patriots. The guy scores a lot. I don't have the stats in front of me, actually, but I did write about that one, so you can go peep the scribbles. I'll find them for you.
Let's go.
All right.
W mods. All right, so we got that's fucking cheeky, dude. This is gonna turn into a lotto, pretty much.
Yeah, that one will.
Is it gonna be Henry from you, SPJ? Is it Derrick Henry?
So I want to take Henry, but the value sucks ass. So I don't want to put that in this because it's like minus 150 or minus 160 now. I got it at minus 110 earlier this week. If you guys looked at my touchdown piece, and then the value was immediately gone on that. Instead, if Christian McCaffrey is not super juiced, I'm going to go McCaffrey. Yeah, I think it's minus. I think you said it was minus 115. He was also plus money earlier this week.
It was 115 on the green book. Let me see what the blue one's got for Mr. McCaffrey. 105.
I'm down. Let's do CMC.
Minus 105. So
yeah.
Cool.
All right. I'll give you my little quick pitch. Tyreek Hill. I wrote about this one too. He's familiar with his Chargers team. He played his entire career in Kansas City. He's played them twice a year, every single year outside of last year. In 12 games, he got 11 touchdowns against them. In 7 games in LA, or at the Chargers, I guess, since they just moved, he scored 5 times, including last season while he was with the Dolphins. The volume that he sees with Tua is insane. He only scored 7 touchdowns last year, which was the lowest he's scored since he only played 12 games in 2019. I think we're going to see some positive progression, you know. But I think we see some progression in the touchdown department with Tyreek Hill this season. He only played 10 games with Tua last year. I think that we see more of that, or like more touchdowns this year, more big plays. So give me Tyreek Hill, plus 110.
Love that, dude. I was not expecting you to say Tyreek Hill, but I love that play, especially for plus money.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got, I'm just typing it up. We've got Jacoby
McCaffrey, Myers, Aaron
Value on
Jones, and Tyreek Hill, plus 42.40 for those 4 guys.
There's a 420 in there somewhere. All right, so this is our anytime touchdown lay we just put together. Somebody in the chat had a good one too. But Aaron Jones, Trisha McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, and Jacoby Myers, plus 42.40. If you guys want to ride, give it a little sprinkle, a little dust.
Let's see what the green book gives us.
A little dusting.
If it's anything different.
It's probably going to be. It's weird because all the lines are all so different.
I know, right? They're all so
very strange.
Let's see.
All right. As I reminded you guys while Shaggy's looking this up, if you want to get on the show, come on. This is the link right here in the chat. If you guys want to come and pitch a play really fast before we have to get out of here, before these games kick off in the next 27 minutes, here's the link if you guys want to join.
43.32 on DraftKings.
Okay, so a little bit more value on DK.
So I will be booking it there.
There you go. Bing bong. What's up with the Eagles and Vikings spreads? That Eagles spread is very suspect to me.
Yeah, Eagles spread suspect. I don't mind the Vikings one. I think they could beat the Bucks handily. -5 is a little iffy, but that game's in Tampa, right?
Pretty sure.
I believe it's
5-point road dog week 1. I feel like that kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Right. No, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that Jacksonville game too. I'd put them more closer to a touchdown favorite at home, but yeah, on the road -5 seems about right. So I like the Vikings Eagles spread though. I'm not touching that shit.
I feel like people are expecting, it's Bill Belichick. Mac Jones kind of became a little bit semi-whatever at the end of last year, right? I think they're expecting him to maybe take another step forward, not that step, but that defense it's always going to be a Belichick defense. I still think Philly gets the job done, though, handedly.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely a hardcore stay away. Just don't bet this game. You can bet some props.
It's in Minnesota.
Wow.
Oh.
Maybe that is a little
Minnesota, eh?
That's sus then. Absolutely sus.
Especially if it just dropped too. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but that Eagles game, no way, Jose. No way. I could see Bill Belichick doing some weird fucking shit in that game. All right, let's cook a lotto because we got
we already did
25. Well, yeah, we kind of did already. Should we cook a regular play then? How do you guys want to do this?
Yeah, I'm down.
We can do a regular. We can do whatever. I don't care.
I left the Keenan Allen in there, or honestly Jamar Chase. I'm on both of those guys.
We could just do like our plays that we talked about.
Throw the plays together.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just throw our plays together.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Hundies.
Yeah.
So you were saying CMC over? Did you talk about that?
I am on the CMC over. San Fran just likes to run the ball, so I hope that he gets that over.
Are you going rushing yards or rushing receiving?
Rushing receiving just seems like the safe bet.
I agree.
What's the line? Do you know the line?
I can see what it's at now.
And then Shaggy has to choose which play he likes.
No, we'll do the Stroud interception. We'll have to pay -172 on FanDuel, but
whoa, dude, whoa. Sheesh. He's throwing a pick. He's throwing a pick.
Anytime touchdown, I'm seeing Justin Fields plus 162.
Yeah, that's spicy.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I like that too.
I like
that too.
Throw some respect and get that Justin Fields.
We could do his rushing yards. I'd be down for that.
I could do Fields rushing yards.
I would be down
that as a fourth leg.
So we could do Fields rushing yards. You want Allen or Chase, B?
Let's
Allen,
go
right?
with Keenan Allen. Yeah.
I put out.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Allen. Shaggy, you want to do Stroud interception?
If you
And I'll
guys don't mind.
It's your leg, brother. And then
It's your leg, not my leg.
Let's just minus
our
110,
leg.
minus 110, minus 114, and then minus 172.
Why not? What could go wrong?
We know who
That
likes to get abused
if
around
all those
here.
hit and he doesn't fucking throw an interception, dude.
I'll tip my cap to CJ Stroud. Good for him.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
plus 982 is what those 4 legs come to
Nice.
on FanDuel. And I got 67.5 for Allen, 18.5 carries for Henry, and 59.5 yards for Fields.
Love it.
Dang.
So
I like that. That's a good one. Nice and easy too. We didn't have to scrounge too hard all over the place. All right, last chance, boys and girls. If you have a play that you want to talk about, you can come up on the screen. Here's the link in the chat. If you want to come and say hi to us, you want to drop your favorite play, keep dropping them in the chat. Gerald just dropped his.
Yeah,
Jefferson,
let's bring that
Ayuk,
up.
Njoku, and Jones. Anytime tutties plus 68-18.
I really like that, Gerald.
I am high on Ayuk. I think he's bound for a breakout season. He's got to find his place in the league this year.
He was awesome last year. He had 1,000 yards, and his season line is like 700. What the hell's going on with that? Yeah, this is really nice, Gerald. Good luck. Godspeed. Godspeed. So we have our touchdown lotto, which is quite spicy as well. Aaron Jones, McCaffrey, Hill, Myers, plus 4240. And then our regular plays all put together into one. CJ Stroud interception. Derrick Henry over 18.5 carries. Keenan Allen is at over 68.5 receiving yards.
58. Or 67. 67,
yeah.
67.5 receiving yards. And then Justin Fields, did you get 59 or 58.5?
59.
Over 59.5 rushing yards. Nice little four-geyser to sweat out throughout the day. Because we're back, baby. We're so back.
Stroud. Oh, I fixed it.
There you go. Nice. Stroud interception. Keenan Allen, 67.5 receiving yards. Derrick Henry over 18.5 carries. Fields rushing yards for Chef. 59.5 rushing yards. Plus 982. We got 20 minutes until kickoff. Last bets. Last ones you want to talk about. Any other plays anybody else has in the chat that they would like to discuss before we get out of here? I'm not going to say that. What's your favorite bet of the entire board? Like your favorite spread bet, and then we'll get out of here.
Spread bet, okay.
Favorite play, like team wise. What's the one that's just screaming at you? Any PP squares?
Prime time under tonight.
There it is.
Giants, Cowboys under. You can go peep those scribbles as well.
Let's go.
I think I'd have to go. Honestly, man, I really think the Dolphins +3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got stifled last year, right? Chargers kind of figured them out, but I think the Chargers are kind of missing some pieces. The only thing that has me sus is they are missing, I think his name is Teron Armstrong for offensive line on the Dolphins. But if they can manage to keep Tua upright and not face first in the turf, I think they can get the job done, maybe even win that game.
Facts. Yeah, it's going to be a fun game, man. It's probably going to be. I might actually watch that game instead of have Red Zone for the afternoon slate because I think that's going to be a hell.
Honestly, sometimes, right? I think it was Sukh that described it. He's like, Red Zone is like the cocaine of football. It's just like it's just all going all at that time.
Too much, man.
It's just too much, right?
Oh,
as someone that did not watch football, I had a 2-year layaway where I did not watch football, and at that time I did not know what Red Zone was. I came back and was told what it was. I was like, what the fuck is going on? That shit was straight into my veins. And I was like, oh, we're only about tutties, baby. Only tutties.
Oh my god.
The tutties.
My dad in London loves Red Zone. That's how he watches football. I mean, he'll watch the Bears every once in a while, but most of the time he'll just watch Red Zone for like 7 hours and just let that shit roll.
Honestly, if you watch the Bears, it's BDSM. Just admit what you like. I know, Chef, under that beard, we know his inclinations.
Oh yeah, my dad too.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be glued to the Titans game. Are you guys gonna be watching Red Zone? Or are you gonna be watching a game in this early slate?
I'll have 2 screens going. Games. 2 games.
Yeah, games. Probably dual screen it.
Yeah, I usually do red zone on one, and then whatever game I want on another.
Exactly.
It's probably what I'm gonna be doing as well. All right, boys and girls, it's been fun. This has been your first episode of the Gridiron Gang. As I said, we are going to have this as a podcast version starting next week, so stay tuned for that if you just want to listen to us. We appreciate our guests that popped in today. Thank you, Chef. Thank you, Hovey. And we appreciate all you guys in the chat for stopping by today to talk about week 1 of the NFL. We're going to have this every single Sunday, 11:30 Eastern, so get your coffee ready and come and hang out with us to get the plays in right before the slate starts. As always, go check out all of our writings, all of our scribbles. Go peep the scribbles at bettingnews.com. You can read about every single game today. You can find out all the value. Yeah, or your beer. Sorry, Josh. Facts. It's 9:43 for me, man. So I'm still
Pieces,
in coffee
SPJ, crack a beer right now.
Let's see it. We need to see it.
All right. Fuck it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
This is
Let's
peer
fucking
pressure, ladies
go.
and gentlemen. This is what happens.
Dude, come on, man. You guys are American. Fucking Sunday is religious for just football, baby. Just fucking football.
You're right.
yeah.
Oh, this is it. This is what we're all
Let's
about,
go.
baby.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Derek Henry, 14 tutties this year. Let's go.
Facts. 100%. Don't get it twisted. It's Titans by 100. Derrick Henry to the moon. All the vibes. As always, we appreciate you guys. Go follow these fine gentlemen on the Twitter machine at Sukh, at BSauce/AllSauceTeam, at Shaggy_bets, and go follow me at SweatPantJesus. Go read all of our scribbles at bettingnews.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it. Drop a subscribe, drop a follow. If you're watching us on Twitch, give us a follow. If you want to drop a sub, please feel free to. And if you're watching us on Twitter, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us wherever you're watching. Gentlemen, it's been fun today. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, and your big noggins. Let's cast some fucking bets today. Say goodbye to these beautiful people, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Danny Dimes interception is plus money.
Drake
Nice.
McKinnon killed me last week.
Oh, Jarek McKinnon. Are we really doing this again?
Sky Moore, who?
Stop! There's other NFL games on. Quit talking about the fucking Chiefs.
We're talking about our own bets. Our own bets.
See you guys next week.
I'm so
Peace.
happy there's other football to talk about. We can stop dissecting the hell out of this game. Get some other highlights on social media. The rounds. I need something else other than a Tony drop. Get us out.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
In about 15 minutes, you're gonna have all the vibes, man.
Exactly.
All the vibes.
Let's
We're back,
go,
baby.
We're back. Stand for the winners. Stand for the vibes. See you guys next week. Peace.
Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all